Oh, mate, how we doing today, mate? Mate, I got such a good feeling today.
Mate.
I got. Hold on one second. Listen, I'm so glad we met today, mate. I mean, I'm so glad I'm sat
too,
here
mate.
with you, and I just feel like we're really gonna sort it out today, mate. Like we're gonna get the band together. Today's the day.
Oh, right, mate. Me too, mate. I'm glad we set this. We set the rehearsal, mate. We got on the book, right? We got on the book, despite all the troubles, right? Despite all the troubles out there in the world, we can come together, mate. Right?
We can come together. We can come together.
We can make a band, right?
We can make more than a band, mate. We're gonna make a phenomenon.
That's right. It's not just a band. It's a phenomenon, right? Mate.
We are the musical phenomenon of 2024.
2024, right, mate?
2024.
2024 into 2025, right?
Right, just going like into the rest of history. Right.
Into the rest of history, right? Starting now, right? Starting now,
listen,
right?
Listen, mate.
Right.
Listen,
yeah, right, mate.
Mate, listen up. I don't want to overstate. I don't want to overstate this, but I think
no reason to overstate.
Listen. I think like 30,000 years into the future, right? It's like they're digging up fossils
somewhere.
They're gonna know that we were a phenomena, and we're still a phenomena. Like
they might not even know
years in the future, mate. Like
they might not even really know who we was, right?
Right.
But they're gonna know about the band.
Right.
And the phenomenon that the band was.
It's like we're going to leave a permanent imprint on the collective consciousness of humanity.
It was
forever.
like the Stones, right? It was like rock and roll, right?
Yeah.
It was like music, but then it was like whatever was happening like in 2024 from now on, right, mate? It's like it's going to be our band, mate. It's like bigger than music.
It's bigger than music. It's bigger than life.
It's bigger.
It's bigger than the universe. It's bigger than the multiverse.
It's big. Right.
It's as big as you can get, right? Like, there's nothing bigger. Like, you go, there's a mountain over there. No.
Right.
No, it's not bigger.
No, it's bigger than the mountain, right?
Right, there's the sky. No, we're bigger than the sky. It's like, there's
bigger.
The sun. No, still too tiny. The sun's tiny. Right, like, there's a galaxy. There's, like...
Even bigger than a bigger sun.
Bigger than the biggest thing ever. Like, we're even bigger than we are. Like, there's like, imagine us, right?
It's like us before now, right, and then us after now.
Right. It's like so big.
It's like we weren't really nothing up until now.
And here we are.
And now here we are, bigger than everything else.
Here we are. It's just.
Listen, I don't want to blow myself up like that, but that's how it is.
Mate, I'll blow you up.
It's just being honest.
Listen, if you blow me, I'll blow you, all right? Right, mate, I'll blow you up, right?
Listen, no thanks.
Listen,
mate.
You're gorgeous. Hang on. You're gorgeous. You're talented, right? You're brilliant. Right. You're brilliant, right? You can play that guitar.
Listen, save it for the ladies.
Listen, mate.
You're always a charmer. I'm just telling you, right? Let's save it. It's not for me, right? We got to work on the band, right?
Now, hang on a second. I'm getting... Oh, never mind. Never mind. I hope there's...
A little kernel of inspiration, mate.
What's that?
You get... It sounded like in the pause there, in your voice, like you were getting a little kernel of inspiration or something.
Nah, mate, it's just... I thought we might have had a glitch. We don't.
I sure hope not.
Because the last 5 minutes, right, mate? Listen, it's like the most positive 5 minutes I've ever had. And then to look at my computer... And it's like the sampling rate. It's recording, and then it's like it gave me like an obnoxious number for the sampling rate. Like, like what?
It's not good. You want to just check and see if it's all running?
It's running, but like honestly, the last few months, my computer has just been a bitch.
You want to do a quick start and just start over fresh, and then you just connect the file.
Listen, why don't we just hold on 1 second, all right?
Yeah, just hold on. Typical.
I don't know. It just sounds like my microphone. It might have bad audio, but that's all right, mate, because it's not going to get in the way.
It's like life. There's like no second takes here, man.
There's no second takes.
There's no second takes in life, baby.
There's no second takes.
You got one shot. You only got one shot.
You got third and fourth takes, and you got first takes, but there's no second takes, right? It just skips two.
Not in life.
Right? Goes from one to 3 to 4, and then it skips 5 and 6, and then you ought to take 8 because 7. Forget about 7.
Forget about 7. But like, no, I'm talking about life, mate. Like in life, like let's say you like, you know, you're trying to like say something to your sweetheart, right?
Baby, listen,
baby,
you're gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
But you need to lose 10 pounds, right?
That's going to be a tough one to break to her, right?
I mean, you just rip the Band-Aid off, right?
You're beautiful. I love you, baby.
But you're fat.
But listen, sing it, baby. You've been lounging around a bit, right?
No. I mean, put down the cheesecake, right? Like, put it down.
Just put down all the desserts, all the sweets.
All the sweets, right?
Yeah. And then baby, it's like, I love you anywhere you are, but like, I love you a little more if you just easier on the sweets and maybe a little exercise, right? Get on the old exercise bike, maybe go down to a yoga class or 2.
Baby, listen, I've got a strategy, and it kind of touches on what we were saying about there ain't no second takes, right? You can do the same thing with the cheesecake, right? You can have the first bite, you skip the second bite, and you go directly to the third, and then the fourth, and then you skip bite 5 and 6 and 7, and then you go to 8.
Like, baby, listen, I know, like 2024 was like the year when like the band just blew up, but like, baby, it's not your turn to blow up.
Yeah.
Just like you just stay beautiful, baby.
You stay beautiful. You stay small, like slim. Like that's
slim,
what we like. Like, you know, a little bit of curves is good, right? But like one big curve, like a circle shape.
Right. A sphere is I don't know. It's not a good look, but it's a good look for like a tennis ball.
Right, but I don't want to date a tennis ball. I want to date like an hourglass, right?
Right. You know, I would date a tennis ball if it was just a tennis ball. If it was, you know, if there was no one else there, right?
I mean, honestly, listen, mate.
Whatever.
Listen, mate.
If there was nobody else there, like, you know, tennis ball,
mate.
Whatever,
mate. Let's get a bit serious.
It's just me. That's just me. Yeah, it's just my preference. It's just,
saying that your girl is like a tennis ball is a bit like saying like. Well, let's just say she's more of like a basketball or like maybe like a boulder. Like a boulder?
Yeah. I thought maybe like a football.
No, mate, not exactly like a football. Like
anyway, listen, I don't want to get too distracted here by whatever's going on with your love life.
What are we talking about anyway, mate? Listen.
I want to get back to the bang, you know.
Right.
I was liking when we were talking about the bang, you know, like this is going to be our year, mate. Like it was all right, you know. Like
mate.
I think it's going to be big, you know. We finally got together, sit down here, and like, you know, just start like fleshing out some ideas, like what songs we're going to do, like what is the record going to look like. Like, who's going to be on the record? Like, are we going to learn how to play anything, right? Like, I know we've been trying to play guitar a little bit here.
Trying
to write a song.
Listen,
I don't know.
I mean, we always get mired down in these details, right? Let's just take a look at the big picture today, right?
Yes.
Right, like, we're going to be big. We're going to be huge, mate. Like, what was I saying? Like, phenomenon.
Listen, Pastor John said he would let us use the church basement, right? Like,
who's Pastor John?
Weekday.
Is he taking over for Father Bingham?
Well, Pastor John. Well, Bingham wasn't around this week, so I asked Pastor John.
Okay. Well, is he good? Is he all right?
Well, he doesn't talk that much, but he's all right. You know, he's over there at the church.
But listen, mate, we got to talk to people who are going to help us blow up, right? Like,
listen, he said he could let us use the church basement. All we got to do is set up drums and get someone in there to play the drums. And he said any weeknight, 4 to 5:30.
Okay, listen, mate. I mean, 4
to
5:30.
Any day, he's over there, and listen. He said he could let us in, right? And we could have an hour and a half rehearsal, mate. Right. Think about that, right? We're going to be blowing up, right? But like, we got to rehearse. We got to get some songs down.
I was down at the church like on weeknight at 4:30, and they've got a knitting club down there, and it's like they want to be quiet. They've got a club already down there in the basement. Oh. Like, we're going to be down there making every musical magic, right? Like,
well, I know upstairs is the Bible study. They don't, it's a lot of quiet reading and passages and
Maybe we just use like the chapel, like no, because there's always like
can't
people
use the chapel. No. It's that day. It's always closed, right? At that time. Right. It's always closed. I don't know. Well, listen, we got to make the best of our opportunities here, mate.
So we need to find like a rehearsal space.
If we bring in a couple acoustic guitars, right?
No, mate, acoustic. That's not heavy enough, right? We got. This is going to be.
We learn them on acoustic, right? And then when we switch to electric, it's just explosive, right?
No, it's not going to be that. We got to start out heavy. We got to be in the right mindset, right? We got to be able to project our masculinity, right? How can you project your dominant masculine energy through like a wooden guitar? I mean, come on.
With your own, it's not the guitar, right? Like, I don't even know if I want to be that masculine, right?
What?
Like, I want to be sort of just like.
What? You want to be like a puffer, mate? Like
no.
You want to be like a puff?
It's not even about. It's not even. It's indefinable.
Like look at all or something.
Like a David Bowie sort of thing, right?
Right.
It's just what the hell is that, right?
I mean, I don't think I can pull it off, mate. Look, I'm just like 200 pounds of muscle.
Well, what about Prince? He was like the baddest motherfucker ever lived, right? You look on stage and what is that? He's got like a blouse on. It's all frilly. And you're like, what is that, right?
I mean, honestly, it made me feel a bit uncomfortable.
You're right. I don't really want to do that. I just don't want to be like a big, ugly bloke up on stage, all sweaty and all.
No, mate. Listen.
All hairy and sweaty.
Yeah, that's it. That's
and
it.
And,
like we ought to let our body hair like grow out like a sweater.
Well, I mean, I don't mind about that. I don't have that much, It's like,
just let it grow. You trim it, right? You trim it back. Just let it grow.
Mate, you don't understand. Like, look. Let me take my shirt off, mate. Look.
No, you can leave it on. I'm not feeling that.
Look under there. Look under there, right?
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
There's nothing to trim. It's how it is.
Yeah.
There's nothing growing in. It's just not that hairy, mate. I'm not like a gorilla like you.
Yeah. All right. Listen.
There's nothing to trim. There's nothing there.
There's nothing.
I'm like a little boy. Well, at least there, the other parts are not like a little boy, but
this is like a disturbing conversation we're having right now. Yeah.
What about?
I don't know. I've had this moment right here, like right now. This is like a bloody strange, like weird conversation, right? It's like you ever have one of those like moments when like you see yourself from the outside, right? And you're like, what the fuck am I even talking about?
Right.
But whatever.
I'm still on the inside of it, mate. I want to see what you're seeing, mate.
Shit,
I'm still here.
Listen.
I'm on the inside of the bottle. Let me out. Hello.
You're funny.
Out there. What you see, mate?
Let's just listen. Humor me for a second. I think this is like future us reaching out through the future, like telling us, like this is the moment. Right, this is the moment.
This is it right here. This is the moment.
We probably on some.
It was it right there.
You know what we probably did is listen. We probably made like a musical time machine.
Oh right.
Right, like our music can actually like transcend time and space, and this is us reaching out from the future. Like, look, lads, you made it, right? Just go for it, right?
It's already you're already made it, mate.
We already made it.
All you got to do is like follow your instincts or whatever the thing that you're gonna follow, right? And then just like lead you down the path to wherever.
Listen, my instinct is saying like you play up the little boy look, right? And I'm gonna be like the dominant one, right?
Oh.
And
well, I wasn't really want to be a little boy. I just was saying I just didn't want to be like a big grubby sweaty gorilla on stage.
You're the little boy, right? And I'm like your dad. I'm like your dad.
That's not what it's going to be.
No, that's what it's going to be, mate. Listen, I'm channeling future me, right? It's like you're going to be my boy, and I'm going to be your dad, and it's going to be like a father-son band.
Mate, listen, you're not going to be my bloody dad. I'm just saying I don't want to be a big sweaty gorilla on stage, and that's it. It doesn't have to be...
Well,
you don't have to be my bloody dad.
Just bring like a towel. Right? You can just wipe off the sweat.
No, I'm just saying I don't want to be a big sweaty gorilla on stage. You don't understand what I'm saying. You don't have to be my father. You don't have to be a gorilla, and I'm going to be your little chimpanzee.
All right. Listen, I'll be like your mentor, right? Like I'm your. I'm your mentor, right? Like I'm your uncle, right? I'm uncle, and you're like.
You could be the uncle, but it's just I'm not gonna be a little boy and you be the father on stage. Like you be uncle, that'd be fine.
Right.
Uncle's fine. Just not my dad. All right, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm asking. You can be uncle, whatever.
You got something against me being your dad? What's wrong with me being your father?
Listen, I already got a father, right?
Well, he doesn't play anything.
What? No, he doesn't play anything
He's
at all.
got no interest in being in a band. I mean...
No, not at all. I'm just saying, what good is it going to do on stage to have... I don't know, mate.
Well, I mean, who's going to tell you, like, what to wear and, like, when to brush your teeth and, like...
I don't know, mate. I feel like
who's going to tell you that, right?
Getting lost in the weeds here a little bit of the presentation, right? It's lost in the weeds.
How about this? How about you be like my father, right? But I'm like way bigger than you, right? Like a big, hairy, like brutish, like character.
Somehow or another, I spawned this massive gorilla man.
Right, like it's some sort of science experiment that's gone horribly wrong, right?
He's sort of my son, but he's really just like a Frankenstein.
No, it's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, right? Like I'm Mr. Hyde, right? Like I'm wild, I'll rip you in half, right? And you're like a polite gentleman doctor, right? And it's like, but we're there together, mate. We're there together at the same time, right?
Like a Mad Max kind of thing, like Master Blaster. Sort of
That's it.
Right. You'll blast our master, right?
Right, but wait, does that mean I've got to have
sit up on your shoulders, and I'll sort of steer you around stage, right?
No, wait. That was sort of like a dominant, submissive sort of thing, and he was like slow, right? Like the blaster was like slow.
The blaster didn't have much of a cognitive sense, I suppose, right?
No, that's
it's
not
a bit slow. A bit slow. So if he didn't have his little guy steering him around, it was a simpatico relationship, though, you know, right? Because they both were winning. Because the master was quite a feeble little man, right?
Yeah.
Like a midget or something. Yeah. Quite a feeble little small guy.
Like a dwarf or something.
A dwarf, some sort of little person.
Did you ever see Ninja Turtles?
Maybe.
I think it was a character named Kang, and it was like a brain inside the belly of like this giant robot brute, and like I don't know.
I think Frankenstein is the way to do it, right?
Well, maybe I can like put you in my belly, right? And like, no, you can be like attached to my belly, like there's like baby carriers, right? Like
baby carrier.
Yeah, like you're hanging off the front of me in a baby carrier, right?
But the thing is, it's just I'm a little bit taller than you is this thing, so it's like I don't know,
Well, you have to be in fetal position,
right? I'm about 90 kilos, suppose. So I don't know if you're really going to be wanting swinging that around on stage.
All right, let's scrap that. It was worth entertaining that idea.
It's a bit of a big baby,
Yeah.
It's a big baby. Yeah. It's sort of a full-grown man, sort of tall.
Right. Well, maybe I could dress up as like an horse, and you could lead me around, and like you can be like a milkmaid. Does that make sense?
It is sort of nice. I wouldn't mind being a milkmaid, seriously. That's something I've always wanted to be, right?
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, like you could be like a milkmaid, and I'll be like a stallion.
It's history. It's like what was. It was traditional.
It's traditional. Yeah.
People know it is.
All right, let's not scrap that idea. Let's just let's keep that one in the back burner. Yeah.
I think it's been done, but it's sort of like if we could do like a milkmaid Frankenstein sort of thing. Well, like I was the milkmaid and you were Frankenstein, but you were a cow Frankenstein. Yeah. And somehow it was like you were the I don't know.
Frankie,
it's sort of putting the whole thing on instead.
Listen, we got a lot of good ideas. I mean, if anything, we've got the problem of having too many good ideas, right? Like maybe we need to.
No such thing. There's never too many good ideas, is there?
No, I don't know. I mean, the thing is,
I feel like that's the thing that's going to sort of launch us, right?
Yeah.
Is it 2024 is like launching us into the stratosphere,
Listen, right? This is how I pictured this year in my mind. Right? Like, have you ever seen like a trebuchet, right? And we're in. It's just sort of a fancy.
Catapult?
It's like a catapult. I'll just say catapult. Listen.
Is that a middle-aged siege machine, right?
Yeah, it's a siege engine. Listen, doesn't matter, right? Just picture a catapult, right? Or a cannon.
See, nobody knows what that is now, though.
Oh, dear.
We know what it is because we're nerds, but it's like.
Speak for yourself, all right?
Listen, it's just not commonly, all the kids these days, they're just on the phones.
Okay, listen. It's like 2024 is going to be like a catapult, and it's going to be launching us into space.
Right. It's the year of the trebuchet.
2024, trebuchet away. Here it is. Anyway, listen.
Okay. It's going to be a hit. It's a hit.
It's going to be a hit. All we got to do is just what we got to do. What are we going to do now? I mean, we've got it. It's basically like we're done. We're successful. We're a phenomena, right? And now what? I mean,
right. Well, listen. Can you get down to the church on Tuesday?
I mean, yeah, I can, mate. But listen, like, yeah,
right.
I mean,
because they have acoustic guitar there already, right? So I'll just bring the one I got.
Yeah.
And you can use the one they got down in the basement already. I think it might have a string or two missing.
Oh, that's all right. I mean, there's been like guitarists who've only played on one string, right?
Oh, really?
All you need is one. You need is one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If you say so, mate. Listen, you're sort of the expert. Yeah, I'm not much of a player, so I'll just default to whatever you think.
Listen, I think we ought to do just to make it sound heavier. If whatever strings are there, like we just tie them together. Right? So it's like one big fat string, right? And then that'll give us like the heaviness that we're looking for.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, it's. I don't know if that's how it works, but I suppose, it's an idea.
It's an idea, and that's what we got now. We got ideas, right? I say we start by just dismantling the guitar, and like maybe we can fill it with sand to make it heavier, right? Concrete.
Sand is heavy. Is no doubt. Have you ever picked up sand?
An handful of sand isn't that heavy.
No, mate. Mate, I'm
bucket.
talking about like a 25-kilo sandbag, mate.
I mean, yeah, it weighs 25 kilos. But what I'm saying is, we fill the guitar,
and the size of it looks like it's not that big.
I know it's sort of like contradictory, like paradoxical.
It's like the size of that. Is a 2.5 kilo-pound of flour, right? It's the same size sack, and then if it's sand, it's 25. It's 10 times as heavy.
Right, well, is that enough? Maybe we need to fill it with mercury or tungsten or something.
What's that about? Where are we going to get that sort of thing?
I don't know.
Listen,
mate.
it's not the time to figure out these logistical things, right? It's just the time for ideas.
No, listen, we'll sort it out.
That's what they have people. You got a producer or something to sort out. We have the vision. And it's a producer's job. We're not going to be able to do every little thing, right? Like there's all sorts of little things, right? You got to do. It's all sorts of little detail thing, like, who's going to figure out the sandbags? Who's going to figure out where to get the kilos of mercury or whatever it is,
right? But maybe we need to get like a room of lighting, mercury, and we'll just be in it.
No, that's not going to work. Lighting, the costume design, all that crap.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, listen. All right, so we need to get a producer. Maybe that's what we've been missing, right? Maybe that's why we haven't been able to get off the ground yet. Right. There's Jack. Jack is. I mean, he can get anything done. I mean, you say, listen, Jack, I need my fence repaired. He's like
Jack.
Jack, Jack.
Yeah, but little Jack or big Jack? Which Jack?
Well, little Jack.
Oh,
Big Jack, man, Big Jack. He just sits at home and drinks all day.
I was saying, like, what was Big Jack going to do? Is he just going to drink ourselves to success, right?
I mean, later.
You can't do that, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to do that.
We need little Jack. Look, we've got a producer. We can rope him into this.
Well, we got to talk to it. Maybe we should have little Jack down at the rehearsal on Tuesday. You're going to be able to make the rehearsal on Tuesday.
What?
Did you say you could do rehearsal on Tuesday at 4?
At 4?
Yeah, right.
Let's see.
You got something on that? You're working on Tuesday. Look, if you don't get out of work till 5, then you just swing down to the church. Just we'll have a meeting there. Whatever 25 after. Well, it's not going to give us much time, I suppose.
No,
because we got to leave out of there at 5:30.
Yeah, but that'll be enough time to learn how to play the guitar.
I don't.
I mean, look, I'll get down as soon as I can, mate. I mean, the traffic coming from work is not always ideal.
It's not ever ideal. It's the traffic is like, what is going on, right? Like, what are all these black cars doing on the road?
Yeah. Well, it's just a rat race. It's just a rat race. But we're going to be out of that soon.
It wasn't like that years ago. It's gotten so bad now. It's just bad. It wasn't like that years ago, right? Or was it?
I don't know. I don't even remember. I mean, seriously, it doesn't even matter. Look, we're going to get in there Tuesday night. I'll be there, right? If we got to kick out some old ladies.
It's just good that the church has got its own parking lot, right? It's like at least you try to get a spot in the parking lot there.
And mate, what are you even talking about, right?
What do you mean? I'm just talking about, logistics. So just trying to get a rehearsal together. It's a lot.
It's going to come together, mate. Listen, I've been channeling future me this entire time.
Oh, really?
And listen, if the logistics didn't sort themselves out, then how could we even be having this conversation, right? I mean, think about it.
Right. Like, if future you wasn't all sorted out already, like, you wouldn't even be able to be here, right? Because, like, that's what happens in those movies where they, like, go back in time, right? Like,
that's right.
If you fuck up the future... wait. If you fuck up right now, the future's going to be, like...
That's right.
Totally fucked up.
Right.
So,
it's called bootstrapping, right? That's what we're doing.
Is that what it's called?
Huh?
Oh, right, mate. We've already been bootstrapped, mate.
Right. Maybe we'll call a band Bootstrap.
It's a good name. It's a good name.
Bootstrap, mate.
That's it. Name.
I love it.
I like that name, mate.
Bootstrap.
Bootstraps. Or bootstraps. Whatever.
Bootstraps. We're just bootstrapping our way. Listen. We sorted it out. Right? It's done. It's done.
It's like it's done. Yeah.
All right. So what? We'll see each other Tuesday, right?
Right.
Should I bring Jack? I mean, I feel like I should. Since I even mentioned it, it must mean that he's already the producer in the future, right?
I think we got to see what he says, right? Like, we should just say, like, mate. We should just say, like, mate, like, listen, you're the guy.
Right.
We know that you're the guy because we've looked into our crystal ball and it said you're the guy.
No, it's not a crystal ball. I mean, it's like a telepathic temporal.
Do you think I'll buy it? Do you think I'll buy it?
It doesn't matter. Look, I'll tell him to bring a few bottles of water, right? Just so we got something to drink.
Right. A couple of bottles, just the small ones, just like not the really, really small ones, like the little small ones.
No, the reasonably sized bottles.
Right, but not the little small ones that you like. What is this, like thimble of water you put in a bottle? What the fuck is wrong with you, right?
No, and if he does that, we're going to fire him, right? Because that just means he can't.
No, we can't fire him. We got to get him in the band, mate.
No, he's not in the band, mate. He's the producer for the band.
Right. He's the producer. He's not in the band, right? So it's in details. Right. That's why you're in the band, because you know these details things, right? That's right. Yeah. Well, I think that's going to be get little Jack producing, and then he's going to sort out all those little things, right? Because he knows how to do.
Right.
Yeah, he knows how to do all the framing. He knows how to do. Did you see the fence he did a few weeks ago? It's very nice.
It's
about 6 foot
so
fence, all cedar. It's all cedar.
Nice, so keep them termites
totally
out.
Totally straight. Right.
Yeah.
No termites aren't going to get in that.
No.
At least I don't think. I don't know.
I mean, technically, mate, the volatiles in the cedar do volatilize after a few decades, and then it would be basically it would be open to termite attack.
Right, but it's got to take decades, right? They just put it up the other week.
No, it's going to be good for a few decades, mate, and it's solid workmanship. That's why we want Jack as a producer.
It's solid. That's why we want him in producing. Yeah, he's going to be the producer, right?
I'm going to send him a text right now. I'm going to say...
Send him a text right now. Listen, come down on Tuesday. I don't know if you're going to be able to make it on time, but, even if we just have to talk out in the parking lot, like, it'll be a time to just, get our heads on straight, try to get Jack, in on how successful it's going to be, right?
Right, mate. I'll send him a text.
I think, bring some water if you can. And then, we just got to keep a smile on our face, mate, and let him know, we're going to do it, mate.
I mean, really what we're doing now is we just got to get out of our own way so that we can let the future happen as it's going to happen, right?
Right.
It's just a matter of just letting it happen. We don't even need to do anything, really.
Right.
It's sort of
I think we have to do things.
No, we don't have to do nothing. We just got to not stop it from not happening. Right? Does that make sense the way
But that means we have to do things. Like, not stopping it from not happening is doing the things that are the right things to make it happen. It's the same thing.
Which is what we always were meant to do. It's like, it's already happening.
Right.
Right? And I think it's like, if we look at our hands and we start to like dematerialize, that means that we're doing something wrong.
Doing something wrong. Right. If we are like dematerializing, the future selves are fucked.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I mean, it's like, yeah. So I mean, that's like the.
Well, listen, we can explain that to Jack on Tuesday. Like, listen, mate. Like, if you start to dematerialize, like, mate, like, do something else.
Exactly.
Get out of there. Get out of the room, right? Just get up, you know.
Or maybe he brought the wrong water. Right, like no, mate. You were supposed to get like not the tiny bottles,
right? Or maybe you were supposed to bring us some OJ or
something,
like a little spritzer or something.
Yeah,
some
like the carbonated water, right? Like the mineral water, right? Like look, we're starting to disappear. Get us the mineral water.
Oh, it's the mineral water. You know, get the Spellegreen, get the little sort of those like bubbly soda ones.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Those are nice.
So this will be like
classy.
This will be like our baseline test to make sure that we're out of our own way, and it's going to be like this is happening for sure. Like
but
if we start
mate,
what's that?
When we're in the parking lot, like mate, like you know, you got to look like you know what you're talking about, right? Or else Jack is just going to see right through it.
Right, but and he'll see right through us because we'll be like dematerializing, right?
Yeah,
hey,
well,
look at me, Anne.
He'll just start to think of himself like, well, listen, these mates are having a rehearsal. The only rehearsal these guys got is out in the parking lot, right?
Well, we'll make it work. But what I'm concerned about, look at me pinky finger. Is it like starting to go clear?
No, mate.
No, look closely, man. I think I can almost see the table through me pinky. Is it? I don't know.
Are you being serious right now?
Yes.
I just don't know if you're joking.
I mean, look at it. I can almost see through it. Does that mean we fucked up already?
No. Are you joking? It's
Have
hard
we
to tell
this
if you're
already?
joking right now.
What?
It's hard to tell if you're just making a joke, right? Like, are you just trying to test me?
No,
are you just trying to test me, see what I do if we were having rehearsal with Jack, yeah?
Yeah, mate, it's just a test.
Because, like, if it's just a test, then like, I'd be like, listen, if Jack was here, I'd be like, mate, look at your fucking pinky. What's up? We got to do something. Jack, do something.
Right, we'll leave it up to him. It'll be his problem, right?
Well, be like, Jack, listen, you're the producer, like, we don't want him to dematerialize, right? We want to, like, make it happen, right?
And look, if I put the flashlight, all right, the torch on my phone behind my pinky, I can, like, sort of see through it.
Oh, mate, look at that, right? What the fuck is that, right? Look at that.
Well, I could just see, it's almost like I can almost see the bones in my finger. Is that a bad sign?
I don't know. You know, that's weird.
Right, does this start... Probably
it's like,
nothing. Right, I mean,
nothing.
Nothing. All right.
Anyway, listen, mate. I think it's going to be our year, mate. It's going to be our year. So listen, I'll see you down
Tuesday night.
If you want to send me a text whenever you're leaving work, you know, to get down to the church parking lot. It's like, you know, we'll make it happen, mate.
Right. All right, mate. Great. Talk to you then, mate.
All right, mate.